Hello, Matthew Jackson here, aka Matty07 007 here. And this commentary for you is going to be a bit different from my normal ones. So yeah, anyway, this game that I'm playing, after I change player to me, there we are, it's me. This game is Domination. It's on one of the new maps called Stadium. I got the map packs, so yeah, I must say they're pretty good. Yeah, much better than the Modern Warfare 2 ones. So yes, and I go 30 and 10 using the AK-47. Well, I think I use that pretty much like 98% of the time. But I won't be commentating often about gameplay. I'm going to commentate about something else. As you might know, or might not know, I'm from Australia, and the NRL season has finally started. Yes, it has, thank God. So every week I'm going to post one video a week, and I'm going to commentate about the games from the previous week. I know round 1 was about 6 days ago, and tomorrow's going to start round 2. But yeah, I only decided to do this today, so yeah. Well, we better get started. The first game was between the Broncos and the Cowboys. Well, that was the first game for me, because I live in Queensland. But anyway, the final score ended up Cowboys 16 and the Broncos 14. A very close game. Broncos got away to a pretty good lead. I think they were 4-0 after about 4 minutes, but I think Cowboys at halftime leading 16-4 after they scored 3 tries. Broncos then scored 2 more after that, and it was 16-14, and Corey Parker had a shot to tie it up, but unfortunately he missed. Well, depends who you support, actually. Might not be unfortunately. Unfortunately for him, he missed. And that's how it stayed. I believe that Cowboys were a much better team on that day, and yeah, they probably deserved to win. So yeah. And Cowboys, coming off a very poor season last year, come away with a win, so it's good for them. And for the Broncos, not a great start, but should be able to turn it around with the quality players that they have. The next game was between the Sydney Roosters and the Rabbits. There we go. This is actually the first game for New South Wales viewers, but second game for me. But in this game, it was a bit strange because the Roosters rocketed away in the first half. They were up to like 28 points to 6. But then 4 tries in 19 minutes brought the Rabbitohs level to 28 all. And then he kicked in the 73rd minute, Chris Sandow kicked a field goal, which put them in front, and yes, miracle comeback. But Tom Simons came in and scored a try, which put the Roosters back in front. And then another try later from the Roosters sealed the deal, and they ended up 40 points to 29. And also in this game, I believe the better team won, as Roosters were miles in front at the start. Maybe they were a bit, I don't know what they were doing, but they lost their good lead. And yes, but they still won in the end, which was good if you're a Roosters supporter, not if you're a South. But anyway, the next game was a controversial one, actually, between the premiers of last year, the Dragons, and the Gold Coast Titans. And I say controversial because one of the tries that I think I'm not sure exactly, but it put the Dragons clear, like maybe a try in front of the Titans or something like that. The player kicked it in the air, and one of the defenders tried to catch the ball, but the referee got into the way, and the Dragons player picks it up and scores the try. Yes, it was awarded a try But yes. Anyway, in this game, let's see. Sorry, I just gotta check something. There we go. Yes, Darius Boyd for the Dragons scored 2 tries. Fiend and Cray also scored 1. And for the Titans, Michaels, Harrison and Tagatese scored. So yes, it was a pretty controversial game, but once again the better team won. And the Dragons look like they did last year, very strong, going to be hard to beat. The next game between the New Zealand Warriors and the Parramatta Eels. And the Parramatta overcome the Warriors at home. It's very tough to beat the Warriors at home. And they won 24-18. I think Eels were rated the outsiders to win this game. So I think they were... No. So were Cowboys were the first unfavourite, the first outsiders to win the game. Parramatta were outsiders and they come through with a win away. So yes, they did pretty well. Burt scored 2, Robinson 1 and Jarrod Hayne scored 1. Rapati scored 2 for Warriors and also Brown. Yes, it was probably... I didn't watch this game actually. I only watched about 3 of the games this week. But yes, I think the Parramatta Eels are probably the better team. James Maloney was put on report. Who I'm not sure how much he got for that, but yeah. Anyway, move on to the next game. I don't know what to say more else about this one. Okay, so the next game was between the Melbourne Storm and the Manly Seagulls. And if you know from last year, Melbourne Storm were deducted all their points. And yes, they were deducted all their points for the salary cap breach. So yes, they've come last obviously, but this year they were able to play for points and they come away with a 16-4 win. So yes, okay, and I've got a couple minutes left before this video ends, so I better go through these last ones quickly. Yes, Nielsen, Duffy and Stanley scored the tries for Storm, and for the Seagulls, Robinson scored 1. But yes, the Storm finally getting points for their hard work. Okay, 3 more games to go. And the Sharks lost again. That's right, they lost. The Raiders beat them 40 points to 12. Quite a flogging in this game. Despite Raiders' best player Campese out, they managed to win, with Macrone, Vidot, Tills, Fensom, Picker, Croker and Ferguson scoring. Sharks try scorers were Douglas and Gardner. Yes, I think Sharks have a bit of trouble this year. I think they're going to stay down the bottom once again. But for the Raiders, they're in good form at the moment. So yes, they should do well. Okay, I need to go through this quickly. The next game was a upset. Panthers 8, Knights 42. And I thought Panthers would win this game, but they got beat. So yes, not good for a Panthers supporter. Okay, I've got a minute left. That gives me some time. The try scorers for the Knights were Sau, Henry, Hilda, Mullen, Utai and Gidley. And yes, Lachlan Coote, I'm not sure if I said that before, he scored 1 for the Panthers, probably did, who cares. Yeah, they played very bad, the Panthers, and probably deserved to lose. And the game on Monday was between the Bulldogs and the West Tigers, And this was also an upset, with the Bulldogs coming away with a win against the third place from last year team in the West Tigers. How long have I got left now? About 30 seconds. All right. Yes, Lawrence, DeKiri, and Marshall scored for the West Tigers. Morris, Keating, Pritchard, and Turner for the Bulldogs. And yes, West Tigers, they'll need to play better than that if they want to stand a chance. But for the Bulldogs, very well done. So yes, that's the games. This game plays wrapping up. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, just tell me what you think. Alright, thanks guys. See ya.